Tribe. I need your help. Desperately. This past week and a bit has been a pretty amazing experience. It has been draining, taxing, and ultimately incredibly rewarding. I am, of course, talking about Raid Shadow Legends, ladies and gentlemen. If you are not already aware, I have been participating in the Raid Clash of Creators tournament alongside fellow content creator Arnold T101. Yes, that guy himself. We have been going head to head against other creators within the YouTube universe. 4 other teams have been going head to head, trying to get the highest points possible inside of this tournament. And right now, what I need to say is the deciding factor that I feel is going to be for this entire event is going to be the community engagement at home. That's right, you guys at home. We desperately need you guys to jump in, help, make new accounts, start working through the different abilities. I'll tell you how to help out and potentially win some cash prizes as well, ladies and gentlemen. I'll go through all of that good juicy business, but it is not too late and every single player is going to matter here. So if you do want to get involved, please do go ahead, download the game on brand new devices or on your PC using my QR code or the link that I put in the description, ladies and gentlemen. Start brand new accounts. You're going to get some amazing units. I will talk through them in a second. Those units I have been using, I cleared all the way through normal, brutal, nightmare, 3-starred every node using those characters that you get. Gives you a massive boost in the early game. You will be able to do pretty much everything. I'm doing great progress working through the dungeons, and I've got some other promo codes for you. Going to highlight a couple of characters that I think you should really be working on. Anyway, let's just take a quick look at the current state of the tournament. And don't let these numbers fool you, ladies and gentlemen. This is actually a much closer tournament than we thought because this is not updated in live real time. I believe this was updated last night, and these points will have changed again. So currently in the standings, we've got Team 5 with a huge lead at 435,000 points. They've absolutely destroyed it today. Then it looks like it's Arnold and I, Team 3 over here. Look at our beautiful faces, aren't we? Very, very good and attractive. Yes, we are. So are you at home, by the way. Anyway, then we've got Team 2 over here, who are very close on our tails, and you may well recognize one of these content creators as Mobile Gamer himself. He is doing really well in this tournament as well. And then we've got Team 1 and then Team 4 finally bringing up the rear. I highly expect all of these points to be rising with the latest announcements of points that should be happening a little bit later on today. As you can see, these points are constituted of various community-based events as well as challenger-based events. Now, those are for us content creators to undertake, and obviously you guys at home. So, campaign mode over here. These are essentially for us, the content creators. Looks like pretty much everybody here is scoring really, really well. We are topping the board at the minute because we've finished all of the campaigns on the hardest difficulties at 3 stars using those characters, ladies and gentlemen. Then there's the missions. Everybody has to do Arbiter missions up to 130. We've all maxed out the 66,000 points that are required on that one. Then we've got the various dungeons. Not all of them, but a lot of them. So Dragon's Lair. Looks like Team 5 has completely finished almost every single dungeon at 25. I wouldn't be surprised if they actually get... Looks like it's only Fire Knight that they're missing, but I guarantee you, they're going to finish Fire Knight. I'm sure that they will. We are a little bit behind, but trust me, these scores are going to get bumped. We've got a lot to update on at the end of play today. At the bottom here, though, this is where you guys come in, and this is how we show real improvement in scores, ladies and gentlemen. And it still matters. It still matters. I can't express this enough. We need you guys to jump in using our codes. Don't use the other creators' codes. You are Team Tribe, Team Arnold, right? Team Kyber Tribe, Team Arnold and Scribe. Come on. Help us win this victory, and you can win cash prizes as well here, ladies and gentlemen. But look at these total community points, right? 14k for Team 1, 43k for Mobile Gamer. Arnold and I are nearly 120,000 points from the community, 20,000 for Team 4, and a real solid 81,200 from Team 5. So this is what is the difference maker for us personally. This is keeping us in the game while we bump up the rest of our scores. We've got until Monday, essentially, to get these finalized. I think it's actually close of play on Sunday that the tournament wraps up. So you've got plenty of time to contribute meaningfully to these points. You guys are keeping us in this game, and if we can keep pushing that community engagement, we're going to stand a real chance of taking over here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk a little bit about How do you guys get involved? What do you guys need to do? How can you actually help Team 3, Team Arnold and Scribe? And how can you help yourselves, basically? So, the missions that you can do, first and foremost, 100 Arbiter missions, ladies and gentlemen. Up to 100 Arbiter missions. If you go into the main game, in the bottom left corner over here, you can't see it because right behind my face, there are missions. These missions are the Arbiter missions. They consist of various events that you have to do, various challenges, farming paths, grinding, completing the campaign, all that sort of business. If you just keep track of these Arbiter missions and knock them out, complete 100 of them, you can earn real good points. You'll also be earning rewards as you do this. Real good rewards. You can see I'm actually close to getting another Sacred Shard, which allows you to get some of the rarest epic and legendary champions in the game. So really, really valuable, right? Do up to 100 of those. After that, the next big one is going to be in the arena. The arena over here. We can go in, classic arena. Let's see, I haven't really done my arena battles today, so I'm just going to take in my arena team over here. And you will basically be facing off against other players that have set similar defenses, and you get to face off and see how your team performs. Every victory that you get helps work towards the next point target for the community, right? Up to 250 wins in the arena can all reward points at various thresholds. I think it's like 30, 60, 90, 100, 150, 250, something like that. Can't remember the exact thresholds. We'll check them in a second. But just going through and doing this not only will help you progress, you need to do this as part of your daily objectives anyway, which is another thing that you really should be focusing on. So just down over here, you've got your quests, daily quests, fight in Classic Arena 5 times. If you guys can just go in there and do a bunch of fights, win as many as you possibly can against teams. Try to pick the teams that you think you're going to perform particularly well against, and that's all going to help go towards the points. It is, like I said, also going to be working towards various objectives. Even things within the Arbiter missions require you to get victories within Classic Arena. So it's going to level up your account, which comes around to the very final area of the game in which you guys can help contribute, which is, of course, leveling up your account. If you can hit level 50, which I'm getting close to doing, then you will earn a maximum amount of points from the community. But even if you can't hit level 50, you'll notice there are thresholds here. Reach level 20, level 30, level 40. These all give really good points that will help contribute towards a Team 3 victory, and I really need you guys to pull together here. Now, why are we doing this? What is the big payoff at the end of the day? Well, I'm glad you asked. Tournament prizes. Now, we've already finished the first week, so all of this is gone already. However, the overall winners, we are currently in second place, which gives $3,000 to the winning team. But if we can sneak into first place, ladies and gentlemen, $3,000 will be awarded to the community. That is you players at home in total. We will be distributing those rewards amongst the community should we win. If we do manage to get second, unfortunately, it doesn't go out to the community, but it is going to be a real close tournament, and it definitely is going to come down to how well you guys perform at home, all right? So let's take a moment then and think about some of the characters that you will be unlocking just by playing the game. As long as you've downloaded the account on a brand new account, or downloaded the game, sorry, on a brand new device, never had Raid on your phone or your tablet or something like that, or if you're using a PC client, make sure you download the installation directly through my QR code or the link in the description. You're going to be getting 4 characters right out the, well, not right out the bat, but you will get one immediately. The first one you're going to be getting is Tholin Foulbeard. This guy is an insane damage dealer. Absolutely insane. He is clearing the like 25 dragon, normal dragon, all the way up to 25. I relied heavily on Tholin over here. He does AoE attacks, multiple attacks, bonus turns, massive amounts of damage. He's an absolute beast of a unit. Absolutely love using Tholin. Really, really strong unit. You'll get him immediately as you go through the game, and honestly, I relied on this guy to carry me almost all the way through Brutal Campaign. Afterwards, we did switch it up a little bit and we started using one of the other characters. Now, you will not get this character immediately. Essentially, every 10 levels, you'll be unlocking a new character. You get Tholin straight away, but at level 10, you will be unlocking Tagore. And Tagore is just... Once I got to a point in Brutal where I couldn't actually progress with Tholin because Tholin was dying too quickly. He does loads of damage, but he doesn't have that sustain unless you've got him in like a vampiric set, right? So in order to keep the team alive, I swapped to using Tagore. He is a support unit that gives you AoE buffs, AoE heals, and revive mechanics, okay? Super, super valuable. You can even pass defense up to your team. So when you hit level 10, you get a free to go straight into your inbox. For nothing. For nothing. An absolutely brilliant epic support unit. I still use him to this day. He's probably one of the most valuable units that I have because he just keeps the rest of the team alive, revives them when they passed on, and then helps heal them up and keep them in the game as the battles progress. Because the later stages, they are tough. The enemies hit hard and they have a lot of health. You need that survivability from Tagore. Now, the next one that you're going to get, which is at level 20, is the miscreated monster. And unfortunately, I was such a noob, guys. I accidentally used him for food when I was starring up one of my units. And I'm so annoyed with myself because this guy is phenomenal. He's really good in some of the key dungeons. Spider, very, very good there. He's good in Ice Golem as well. Really, really useful. He's got nice AoEs. He's got debuffs. He can stun, decrease defense, shield buffs, all really good things. Additional heals to keep you guys in the game, right? Really, really good unit and well worth investing. Now, once you actually hit level 30, you will then be getting Stagnite. And Stagnite was not one that I messed up on, okay? I kept Stagnite. I didn't accidentally feed him. And this guy is another really, really solid support. He doesn't heal per se, but he does have some really useful skills. For example, on his basic, he can actually place decreased speed, which slows down the enemy. Really, really useful in a load of raid bosses when you're going mano a mano with just one raid boss. Being able to put that speed down to stop them from taking so many turns and dealing damage to you, really, really useful. Then he's got his AoE over here, which is able to decrease defense on an AoE and decrease attack. So he can basically make you deal more damage to the enemy whilst also simultaneously making them deal less damage to you and slowing them. All in one neat little package. He's a really, really solid support unit. Like I said, you get him for free. Now, there's also a promo code that I do recommend that you guys use. In order to use that promo code, hit this little, 3 dash line on the side here, go to promo codes, and you want to enter in the code RAID7, okay? RAID7 to celebrate the 7-year anniversary of Raid, which is kind of why this tournament is going on. You're going to be getting this legendary unit, and he is legendary in every sense of the word, Pelops the Victor. This guy carries, all right? Like I said earlier on, when I was going through the main campaign, going through Brutal, trying to street 3-star everything, it was Tholin and Pelops that were carrying me. Got to a point, Tholin couldn't carry anymore because he just couldn't survive. Swapped out Tholin for Tagore, who's able to heal up, and Tagore with Pelops cleared all of Nightmare on 3-star. Just these two, okay? The reason Pelops is so good is his skills are just insane, okay? So even on his basic, he can decrease the enemy's attack, right? If they've got HP burn, it can't be prevented, and he applies HP burn, all right? He's got this amazing unique over here. He's immune to stun, he's immune to HP burn, he's immune to petrification. Whenever an enemy attacks this champion, there's 100% chance of placing an HP burn on the debuff on the enemy for 2 turns. This chance decreases to 50% if the champion is under a decreased defense debuff, and it occurs once per enemy skill. Whenever an enemy attacks this champion, there's also a 50% chance to be petrified and for 1 turn. This chance decreases for 25% if you're under decreased defense, right? So basically, whenever they hit him, he's going to put HP burn on them, which does percentile-based damage to the enemy every time they take a turn, and it deals damage to everybody. It's really, really good. And the petrification basically stuns them, takes them out of the game for a turn. The good thing is it pairs really well with his third ability, his A3 over here. You use this, and he gives a massive increase to attack, and he gets Magma Shield. And Magma Shield is how you're going to be passing a lot of this damage around, okay? So basically what Magma Shield does is it creates a big buffer, so whenever the enemy is attacking Pelops, they're actually just chipping away at the shield rather than him. So it gives him a good amount of survivability. But not only that, alongside that, it gives him a taunt for 2 turns. So the enemy have to hit Pelops. They have to chew through this big beefy shield that he's got up, which is kind of based on his max hit points. You see, 30% of his max hit points. So the higher his hit points, the better off he's going to be. Gets that taunt. Gets a big shield, so they have a hard time dealing damage to him. But then thanks to his unique over here, he's applying burn. So the enemy hits him, they get burned. They get burned, they get burned, they get burned. It's really, really good. Then you look at his A2 over here, and this thing is essentially able to strip buffs off the enemy and potentially stun them as well, especially if they've already got that HP burn. Altogether, really, really solid. Now, when you pair it with the rest of the units that we've got, talking about your Tholin, talking about your Tagore, your Stagnite, I'm using Armiger over here because he's really good in the raids, but hey, pair them all together, you've got lots of damage output, survivability, as well as a really solid tank. Highly recommend you use that code, Raid 7, get yourself Pelops. There's a couple of others, but really, you want Raid 7. You really want Pelops the Victor. He is absolutely phenomenal. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so one last time, if you do want to help support Team 3, hopefully clinch victory there at the end of the week, please do go ahead. Use my QR code, scan the description down there. New devices only or PCs. It only works that way, I'm afraid, ladies and gentlemen. You'll know if it works because you will immediately have Tholin Foulbeard in your account, and when you start progressing through those levels, you'll get things like Stagnite, you'll get things like Tagore, all those sort of good units, right? Amazing, amazing. There really is still time and you can make a meaningful difference here, guys. So please do come support the tribe, and I will see you all in the very next video. Peace out and big love.